What's the deal, y'all? This your man King Eric, the media assassin, coming at y'all with another video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share, whatever you may have you. And I want to ask this question to y'all here: are we at the end of sport and play? Now, what made me want to do this topic? Me and my lady was talking about this around the time of the Super Bowl. We was watching the Super Bowl together, and something just felt off. We ain't talking about the Rihanna performance, but we're talking about the game itself. Now, it was a good back and forth game, but for some reason, it didn't feel that. I didn't feel that intensity amongst the players. I didn't see that competition. Maybe it was the lukewarm ending, but looking at the aftermath, nobody is really talking about the Super Bowl anymore. Remember how it was back in the day when Brady and them won the chip? We would hear about the Super Bowl for weeks. Even with the NBA, when the Bulls was to win the championship, we used to hear about it every day for weeks. The Lakers dynasty, the Celtics, I even say the Warriors, even with LeBron, when the Heat won. The past several years, we haven't really known to even care. We ain't care about Milwaukee Bucks. We ain't care about the Toronto Raptors. And this is where we at with it. And what made me spark this conversation was the NBA. Now, it's not a hidden fact that the NBA has been more offensive-based focused because the Warriors changed the perimeter of the game. But it's clear by looking at All-Star Weekend, this past weekend, and judging by the people's responses to this may be the beginning of the end. Even the coach of the All-Star team said this. Hold on, let me play it right here.
The amount of points that your team surrendered, is that going to leave a scar for you?
It's going to form over the scar that was formed in Charlotte back in 2019. You know, it's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be a part of a great weekend, great players, but that is the worst basketball game ever played.
How do you fix it?
I don't know if you can fix it. You know, I mean, I give Joel Embiid, Kyrie Irving, those guys were like competing. Joel was imploring some of the guys to play harder, to try to get some defense in, but no one got hurt. They put on a show for the fans, but that is a tough game to sit through, I'm not going to lie.
All right. So now you got the coaches and you have some of the players talking about this now. Now you have Stephen A. Smith talking about this. But see, now we are pretty much in the beginning of the end. Number one reason is there is no real competition amongst today's players. You don't sense no sense of rivalry as a selling point, especially in the NBA. The NFL, to a degree, don't even feel competitive. If anything, the fan bases of the Redskins and the Cowboys, the Bears and the Packers, they keeping the competitiveness going. But the players themselves don't really care. You don't feel that intense rivalry anymore. Because see, the athletes today have place getting the bag, getting clout. See, LeBron and Mayweather changed the way sports is being approached now. They changed the perimeter. Because now, instead of focus on building legacy and collecting championships, their main agenda is to accumulate as much money as possible. And that should be the goal based off them because they're partaking in their professions. But the fans now have partaken in that. Oh, LeBron shouldn't be able. No, LeBron, he'll get hurt. You know, you don't want him partaking in the dunk contest. Like, come on, man. Compete. Then another problem that you have all the star players jumping from team to team to team every 6 months to a year. You can't even build a total connection with that team and its star player. You had that with Magic and the Lakers. You had that with Jordan and the Bulls. You had that with Bird and the Celtics. You had that with Brady and the Patriots. You had that with Kobe and the Lakers. Today, you can't do it. These players go from team to team to team every year. And it's to the point where now teams lack total form They lack a total form of marketing now. Imagine you buying a ticket to see the Brooklyn Nets and the Lakers, only for Kyrie and KD to bounce the week before. You're going to be pissed off. Then you have these brain dead owners like Adam Silver and Roger Goodell who are tone deaf to what the general public really wants, and that's true competition. They think by pandering to certain groups and agendas, whatever it be conservative agenda, whatever it be woke agenda, it automatically going to mean they're going to pique interest and they're going to get into that base. It's not happening. If anything, you're pushing people away. Like, you already have stripped the league of passion, competition, aggression, and you made it so participation trophies is evident. Like, you got the people with the NFL, you got the Eagles, they still get rewarded bonuses after they lost. You don't supposed to get shit. You lost. Why are you getting the bonus? What's this participation trophy? Then, on top of that, you have an OD of politics in today's sports, which is a major problem. There's nothing wrong with players being advocates and using their voices for change. We've seen that going back to the Muhammad Ali era. I salute any black player that's using his voice as a platform to speak on the injustice that's going on in this country. But now, you have the politics overshadowing the fun of the game. I don't want to see Joe Biden senile ass or Zelensky at an NFL game giving a speech. I don't want to see that shit. Just give us the football and basketball and keep it moving. But here's the main issue. People's priorities aren't focused 100% on sports anymore. You have people that's really going through it at this point in their lives. They've lost their relatives. They lost their friends. They're psychologically recovering from the pandemic. You got inflation. It's really hard to care about Steph Curry not getting another ring when you don't have no food in the fridge. To me, the pandemic has killed celebrity culture. And now people are not looking at these people in that godlike fashion anymore. Then, not to mention, every day you have the talk of World War III. You have talks of the possible recession. You have police brutality and people. You have officers killing people and getting off without impunity. Then you have these plagues every day, new diseases, COVID still around. There's way too much affecting the average everyday man and woman for them to care about some $40 million athlete not winning a championship. That's just the way it is. And now you're going to have your sports pursuits is going to come in here and be like, oh, we got high ticket prices sales. You got high attendance as an argument. But in reality, people are only showing up because they were already deprived due to the pandemic. Everything was shut down, and therefore people are not taking it for granted. But if you really look at those crowds, nobody's really having a great time. You can look at any of these events and you can see, you don't see the hot crowds like that anymore. You don't see the intensity. You don't see the passion. It's all gone. And it was dying already before the pandemic, but now it's official. You see it right before your eyes. And this is where we at with it right now. And now you see in the media are speaking out on it. You see guys like Stephen A. Smith speaking out on it. You see even one of the players speaking out on it. The game is lacking passion and it's dying. Now, I don't know what they're going to do when LeBron leaves. When LeBron leaves, they're in a heap of trouble. So, we're going to see where it goes. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Subscribe, hit that like button. Comment, show love, share this video. Let me know what you think. Holla at your boy.